It's the end of January and this month we earned 5 platinums, none of them shovelware, so here's a quick rundown of each one and how fun they were to do. I'm looking at diversifying my content a little, and given that my PSN account has over 200 platinum trophies on it, I thought it'd be a nice change of pace. My friends and I also have a really unique outlook on trophy hunting, so if you want to know any more about any of these, please ask, and drop a follow and let me know if this is content you enjoy. First up is Ape Escape, the PS1 classic, and this was a nice pleasant platinum that took no more than 2 sessions to do. It's still a fun game, and the platinum certainly doesn't make the game any worse. It was just a nice easy one to ease ourselves into the start of the year. Second was Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name. Loved this game, and it's a lot smaller than Like a Dragon, which we've also done, and are currently working on Infinite Wealth before Pirate Yakuza on Hawaii comes out. And if you're a fan of the Yakuza series, you need to play this. Arguably the most emotional impact in the game I've felt in a long time, and the platinum was a really nice way to explore the old Yakuza gameplay again, even if the Colosseum mode was a bit grindy. Third up is Little Nightmares 2, which we got during the New Year's sale, and my friend Frosty did this one because I have so little patience for stealth games, but it's actually a great game with a very pleasant plat that we may not have explored if not for our platinum group. Love the aesthetic for this game. Messed up fairy tales are very my thing, American McGee's Alice anyone, and it didn't take that long to do, so we might have to do Little Nightmares 3 at some point too. Fourth is Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered. I loved this game when it came out on Xbox 360 19 years ago, and I remember how horrible the achievements were for it back then, but this remaster, which is honestly as close to a full remake as it gets, does a wonderful job of streamlining things like Infinite Mode to make the platinum still challenging, but much more manageable. We did this one with my friend Paul, but I'd honestly do this one again. And then lastly is Metaphor ReFantazio. Now, hot take, but I don't think this game is as great as everyone thinks it is. I think the dungeons are extremely bland, the story kind of falls off near the end, and I continue to detest the calendar system in most Atlas RPGs, but the combat is phenomenal, so I was still willing to plat it. I will say though, having to do an entire New Game Plus run for the sake of one trophy to get the plat was not something I enjoyed doing, as it added like 25 hours to the completion unnecessarily. And I know Persona does this a lot too, so could we drop that please, Atlas? What's next for February? Well, I want to do Monster Hunter Wilds, and that's going to take a long time, and I'm currently working on Cuphead, as well as the last couple of Final Fantasy games to finish all of those, namely 12 and 13. But if you want to see which ones I've done and suggest one, drop a comment, or check me out on psnprofiles.com.